off and running. Now standing in the gates and missing it by 5 and 6 lengths was Winning Time. Coming out very quickly was Justice Prevails, looking to lead, and booting through in the centre then was True Blue. He'll take up the running. On the inside is Hugo Blue, and 3 deep the outside Justice Prevails, about 3 or 4 back then to Slam Dunk, who runs in 4th. Outside of Slam Dunk is Concrete Solution, who's spotting these leaders about 7 and 8 lengths. The fancied runner Concrete Solution. Back at the tail of the field is Batong Marong, and blowing it all at the start was Winning Time. They're spread out over about 15 lengths as they start the circle down by the 750. Hugo Blue kicks up on the inside of True Blue, but coming up them 3 deep on the outside and travelling into the race very nicely is Justice Prevails, about 4 or 5 back then. Concrete Solution is making some steady ground. You can forget about the rest, headed by Slam Dunk around the bend for home. Hugo Blue taken on by Justice Prevails on the outside, and he might have a narrow lead. Running on just fairly well down the outside, Concrete Solution at the 250, and away goes Justice Prevails. Justice Prevails has put 3 and 4 lengths on them, and Justice Prevails wins the first. He beats Concrete Solution. Third home Hugo Blue, then Slam Dunk, and then came True Blue, Batong Marong. Off and running. Now, very badly away, A Song for G off the inside, and also Laughing Inside didn't get away that quickly. Tatler Story came out to lead on settling down. Looks like he wants to hang a little, and the rider on one rein there, but Tatler Story is 2 lengths in advance of Sinag in second spot. Third, Princess Belle, about a length back then to Laughing Inside. Then came Pendant. At the tail of the field, A Song for G, and he must be 10 or 12 off them after blowing it all at the start as they run towards the top turn and start the circle 750 out. In front, Tatler's Story, but breathing down his neck now is Sinag on the outside, followed then by 2 back to Princess Belle creeping closer. Laughing Inside came next, then Pendant. You can forget about A Song for G. He spots them about 12 lengths. Sinag had taken over on the run to the home turn. Sinag a length in advance. Princess Belle creeping closer, followed by back on the inside, giving ground Tatler's Story. Then came Pendant at the 200 metres. Sinag in front. Sinag, he's pinched a break. He's 2 lengths in advance of running on just fairly Princess Belle. Pendant in the centre is running on strongly laid. Sinag in front, Pendant and Princess Belle. Sinag in front, can he hold on? Princess Belle is diving late. Sinag in front. Photo. I think Princess Belle might have got there from Sinag. They're off and racing, broken and even line. Azaki came out quickly in the centre with Sir Aladdin wide out, and Gentleman Bell booting up between runners. Back in 4th now is Noble Promise. 911 is at the tail of the field. Gentleman Bell as they run by the 850, a length and a half in advance. Sir Aladdin. Back to 3rd is Azaki. Then came Noble Promise, and 911 is starting to tack on at the back of the field. There's about 7 lengths top to bottom. The field of 5 as they start the circle by the 750, and it's Gentleman Bell. Gentleman Bell a length in advance. Sir Aladdin about 3 or 4 back now. 911's made up good ground, followed then by Azaki. At the tail of the field is Noble Promise on towards the home turn, and the race on in earnest here. Sir Aladdin moves up alongside of Gentleman Bell, takes the lead away. 911 has made steady progress as they run to the 200. Sir Aladdin takes the lead away from Gentleman Bell. The danger might be 911, but he kicked away on Sir Aladdin. Sir Aladdin down to the 250s, put 3 and 4 lengths on them, and Sir Aladdin down to the wire is going to win easily. Good go for second. It'll be 911, then Azaki, followed then by Gentleman Bell and Noble Promise. Off and running. Broke in a perfect line. Nelly Bunan off the inside was quickly into stride, but taken on by Magnum Force. In a handy spot, Lucky Fortune striding forward and making a line of 4 on the lead is Karera as they run towards that 800 metres. And up front now, it's Lucky Fortune. He takes up the running. Nelly Bunan the inside. Magnum Force the centre. And that Pratt's the stablemate Karera about 4 to 5 deep. A long way back behind them then was Cristiano and Navy Cut as they run towards the 750 corner. On the inside, Nelly Bunan and Lucky Fortune going together. They're 2.5 in advance. Magnum Force being ridden along. Outside of him is Karera. Big space back then to Cristiano and Navy Cut as they run towards the home turn. Nelly Bunan the inside. Lucky Fortune matching motors. About 2 back then. Karera making steady ground. And then came Magnum Force. The rest are headed by Cristiano. They're in the straight. 250 out. Nelly Bunan the inside. He's got a kick. Nelly Bunan a length in advance on the outside. Lucky Fortune running on just fairly. Magnum Force and then Karera. Nelly Bunan is starting to edge away inside the final 50. Nelly Bunan, he's got a length to spare over Lucky Fortune. Nelly Bunan beats Lucky Fortune. Cristiano's come from a mile back to run third. Then Magnum. Off and running, and a pretty good break after all that. Coming out very quickly, keynote speaker, Sunny Fortune, or Sunny Nature, I should say, driving forward, looking to lead, and he's going to get it as they settle into stride. Sunny Nature, a length and a half in advance. Blue Mystic, keynote speaker to third and wide. In the centre then was Senor Ivara, followed then by Boss Lady, and back at the tail of the field, a man's a man, about 8 lengths off them. They're going at a pretty good speed here with about 750 to go. Sunny Nature up front. Sunny Nature 3 parts in advance. Blue Mystic creeping closer. Senor Ivara has been 3 deep throughout and 4 deep. Keynote speaker tacking onto the back of them then Boss Lady, and you can forget about a man's a man as they run towards the home turn. Sunny Nature still the pilot. Sunny Nature is going to be taken on by Senor Ivara. Deep the outside. Keynote speaker still there. Blue Mystic in the centre and the widest runner Boss Lady. They're right across the track at the 250. Sunny Nature still running strongly. Sunny Nature taken on by Senor Ivara, who took the lead away, running on just fairly well. Keynote speaker, but Senor Ivara racing away. Senor Ivara down to the 50 metres, race is clear. He's going to beat Keynote speaker. Boss Lady third, then Blue Mystic, followed by Sunny Nature, who weakened, and a man. Off and running, pretty good line, but cut out in the early part was Polite Bill, and also Brown Missile coming out very quickly off the inside. Morning After is going to lead Queen Marquesa 3 deep the outside. Gamer Winner, and back in 4th spot then was Little Charmer, about 5 back. Constatic Offer, then came Hand City, Brown Missile, and after being chopped out at the start, Polite Bill is the tail ender, 12 lengths off them. They're going at good speed, and we've got a line of 4 up front, so they're hot to trot here, and it's Morning After the inside. Wide out Gamer Winner, and pushing through on the centre then Little Charmer, followed by Queen Marquesa. 7 or 8 back. Constatic Offer, followed by Hand City. Brown Missile gives them a big start. At the tail of the field is Polite Bill as they run towards the home turn, and on the inside Little Charmer going together with Gamer Winner. They've shaken off Morning After. Deep on the outside, running on fairly well, Queen Marquesa. Brown Missile gives them a big start at the 200 metres. Little Charmer's got a kick. Little Charmer kicked away by 2.5 lengths. Queen Marquesa, a rather Gamer Winner. Constatic Offer is running on from the back, but Little Charmer's got a good break and racing away, and Little Charmer down to the wire wins by 3 from Constatic Offer. Third is going to be Morning After, then Brown Missile made up ground late. Gamer Winner, then off and running after long last. Began okay after all that Mendel Bell. Coming out very quickly though to lead on settling down. There was going to be Donya Patsy. Donya Patsy straight to the front from Giselle's Touch. Up to third over A Zooming and fourth inside Millennia. And then came Authentication followed by Mendel Bell. A long break back. Queen Gabby is a long way back tonight, and back with Queen Gabby is Gentle Giant. About 14 lengths top to bottom here, and they're going at good speed. Donya Patsy trying to lead all of the way as he did last start, taken on by the outside Giselle's Touch. They cut away by 5. Over A Zooming is up to third and looks to be travelling into the race okay, followed then by Authentication, who's under pressure. Then came Millennia and a gap back to Mendel Bell on towards the home turn. On the inside, Donya Patsy taken on by Giselle's Touch. Over A Zooming is travelling into the race nicely, and wide out Authentication in the straight at the 250. Donya Patsy, Giselle's Touch coming through on the inside. Queen Gabby over A Zooming right down the outside, and coming with him Authentication over A Zooming in front. Authentication diving late. Authentication wins the last. He beats over A Zooming. Millennia third. Then came Queen Gabby followed by Donya Patsy. Giselle's Touch a long way back.